Hello everyone, Lisa Kelly here today from the Workplace Wellness Center of Excellence. And welcome to the first episode of My Wellness Hacks, where I'm going to present you with some personal and workplace wellness tips to help ignite the body, mind, and spirit. So in this first episode, I'm going to demonstrate my favorite dark chocolate peanut butter cups. And I call them protein treats because they really are high in protein. And I'm also going to share some nutrition facts about the ingredients that I'm putting in these delicious treats. So they are so healthy, so antioxidant rich, and oh so yummy. And they can also serve as a meal on the go. So let's get started. So today I'm using, and my husband is behind me. He's my handy dandy cameraman today. He's normally the one in the kitchen. So I am using, to make these, I'm using a chocolatier. This is, I don't get any kickback for promoting this, just so you know. It's a electric chocolate maker. Okay, so you can get this on Amazon, and I'll link this up in the show notes, as they say. And I'm also going to be using some silicone cups, and I'll show you them in just a second. And you can also get them on Amazon, and they're really great because they pop out the little butter cups really nicely, and you just place them in a muffin pan, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So let us get started. So I already have the butter melted, so I could just save some time here. So basically it has just a few ingredients. It has either coconut oil or organic butter, if you will, some butter, and about a half a cup each. And it also has some almond butter or organic peanut butter, organic almond or organic peanut butter. Now I'm going to add this in here, so I've already got things started, and I'm going to add in just a little bit more chocolate. And you can use organic dark chocolate chipits. Now I like the ones that have stevia, they're sweetened with stevia. I try and eat fairly low carb, and these are a low carb treat. So I made a little bit of a mess here. Oh, I'm going to overflow here. Okay, so again, just so you know, the ingredients are half a cup of coconut oil or organic butter and half a cup of peanut butter. And also I've used, in this case, it's a 65% cacao vegan, because I don't do any dairy, so it's a vegan dark chocolate. I tend to go with ones, if I can find them a vegan, that are a little higher, probably a 70 to 80, maybe even 90. I think I've even used an 100% dark chocolate. It's really dark, really strong, but it's still delicious. And then I use a little bit of sweetener. Okay, so I've got most of the chocolate. I just added some more chocolate. I know what I did was I cut up these pieces, the bar into little pieces. So I'm just going to wait for this now to melt, and it doesn't take very long, just a few minutes. And I've got some little nutrition tips I'm going to share with you and some other information. All right, and I'm just going to wait for this now. Also, I tend to put in just a little bit of vanilla. You don't have to, but I like to add just a little bit. So like maybe a half a teaspoon. There you go. Just a little drop will do you, as they say. There you go. Okay, so that's vanilla, just to give it a little more flavor. And also I add in I use monk fruit. You can use maple syrup, honey, basically any kind of natural sweetener. And I like to use the monk fruit. So I got to really carefully mix it up now, so I'm getting really close to it overflowing on me. So just give it a little bit of a swirl there. And this chocolate maker does a wonderful job. You can, I suppose, do it in the microwave, but sometimes the microwave, I don't like using the microwave, and it can burn the chocolate. Also a double boiler. The nice thing about this is you don't have a very big surface area in this little chocolate maker. So let's see if I can bring it up to you so the camera can really see it here. Okay, can you see it there? My cameraman? He's telling me I can. He can. All right, so that's the chocolate maker, and we're just going to let this mix up. It melts really easily and nicely. And again, it doesn't burn your chocolate, which is nice, and it doesn't stick to the container or the pan. Okay. Now again, if you wanted to, you could certainly use maybe a tablespoon or two of maple syrup if you preferred. I like to use the organic, either crunchy or creamy almond butter, or sometimes I use peanut butter, but I'm going to talk to them in just a second. And so I think I've shared all the ingredients. I will link up the recipe in the show notes, but essentially it's half a cup of nut butter, half a cup of coconut oil or butter, and your sweetener, your dark chocolate, sweetener to preference, a little bit of probably half a teaspoon of vanilla, and away you go. Okay, and I've got my muffin pans all ready here. You can see you see that, cameraman? Yeah? Okay. So I've got that ready to go, and I'm just going to pour them in just a second. But while we're waiting for this to melt, I just want to share some really exciting news. At the Workplace Wellness Center of Excellence, we have our first webinar of the year, and it's on September 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to have a series of webinars, but this one is really important because I'm going to highlight some research I found over the summer through doing like 25 plus industry interviews with really well experienced workplace wellness and HR professionals about the state of what we're in right now in terms of this pandemic, what the implications are going to be for for employees, for workplace wellness programs. So if you are a workplace wellness professional, HR, corporate professional, maybe you're aspiring to get into workplace wellness, this is going to be a really critical and very powerful, very illuminating webinar. And we're also going to have an interactive session where we'll break you out into breakout groups to generate ideas to bring back to your organizations or to your consulting practice. So that's, again, the first webinar this Thursday, September 9th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Also, and we're also going to really talk about opportunities for nurturing healthy hybrid workplaces, because there's a lot of implications coming out now for workplace wellness, and how does that work now? How do we modify our programs to really support employees in a hybrid work environment? Okay. As well, we have our Focus on Healthy Eating Certified Facilitator program starting up on September 13th. Now, this is one of the programs in our certification tracks. It is a phenomenal program. It's very interactive, very dynamic. And again, if for those who are considering doing our track to become a certified executive wellness coach, this is one of the prerequisites for that track. Okay, so as well, we only take in 25 into that track, or all our tracks each year. And so those that come into this Focus on Healthy Eating program, along with some other prerequisites, will get in line to do our Certified Master Workplace Wellness Ambassador track and also our Certified Executive Coach track. Okay, and it's an 8-week program, and it's really a great opportunity though for those wellness professionals or anyone who has a passion for bringing mindful eating, mindful living to the workplace, and to really help create healthy hybrid teams. A great selling tool for organizations, and we'll explain a lot more about this at the end of the webinar this Thursday. For those, we'll have a Q&A. I'll also have some one-on-one consult times for those who might like to meet with me before September 13th when the focus program starts up. Okay, but it's also, as I was going to say, is a really great opportunity to really optimize, get your health back on track. I know. As well, we are also launching our new Launch into Workplace Wellness course, which will be starting up pretty soon, just after the Focus program launches. So that's another program, or a course, if you will, that will be a prerequisite to get into our certification tracks. And I'll explain more about that in the coming weeks. And I'll link up everything as well in the show notes. So our chocolate treats are almost done. I still have a little bit more to go. I have a very big batch that I'm making today, so it's taking a little longer to melt. We're going to pour it, and then I'm going to show you the finished product. But did you know, I'm going to share a few nutrition facts. Did you know that, of course, many of us know that dark chocolate is full of antioxidant properties, right? Flavonols and polyphenols. And most importantly, though, these antioxidants really do help to neutralize free radicals, these things that contribute to ill health and even cancer in our bodies, right? They help, eating high antioxidants foods helps with mitigating heart disease, diabetes, even Parkinson's, Alzheimer's disease, it says here, cancer, and even eye disease. Okay, and the dark chocolate also contains, these polyphenols, which help to, according to research, lowers levels of the LDL and helps to raise our good cholesterol, our HDL. Antimicrobial effects and boosts the immunity, even good for doing oil pulling in your mouth to help cleanse your mouth. It can help reduce hunger. I know when I have coconut oil, I am not hungry at all, and that's why I love about these treats, okay, these chocolate treats. Again, it can, research shown it can help elevate your good cholesterol, helps to nourish the skin, the hair, your gums, your teeth, can help boost brain function, and some even say, in a study here, 12-week study in 40 women with abdominal obesity, those who took 2 tablespoons, 30 milliliters of coconut oil per day had a significant reduction in their BMI and their waist circumference. And then the last ingredient I want to speak on is that of almond butter and peanut butter. Now, again, in our family, we tend to alternate between almond butter and peanut butter just for the health benefits. And, you know, the almond butter sometimes has some more advantageous health benefits than the peanut butter, and I'll just share a few. But both of them are healthy, okay? And I tend to go with the organic options when I can. So a 2 tablespoon serving of almond butter contains roughly, and this was interesting, I didn't know this, roughly 25% more monounsaturated fat than the same amount of peanut butter. Okay, so 25% more monounsaturated fat than peanut butter. Okay, almond butter in my research seemed to be the front runner for sure. It contains nearly 3 times vitamin E, almond butter does, over the peanut butter, twice as much iron, 7 times more calcium than peanut butter. And also, which really impressed me, almond butter has roughly 3.3 grams of fiber, while 2 tablespoons of peanut butter has just 1.6 grams. Okay? And so that's a little bit about the nutrition facts and benefits of the ingredients in my dark chocolate peanut butter cups. All right. Now this batch I'm actually making for my husband because I used butter in this one. I made some for myself, which I'm going to show you. Oops, I made a mess with the coconut oil. My husband's having quite a laugh at me here behind the camera, I can tell. All right, I think we're good. Are we good, hon? Huh? You think? These are going to be for you, so we want to make sure they're fully melted. I'm really making a big mess. I think I should have him in front of the camera, not me. All right. Does it look good, hun? Yeah? It's being very quiet today. All right. And now let's see if I can do this without making a big mess. This is the tricky part, but it generally works pretty good. Okay, so you just go like so, and then you just quickly dip them into the thing here. I generally get, so here's the trick, I generally try and get 12. I think I didn't let this set quite enough, but I think, okay, so I got 8 this time. I made them a little bit bigger. But what I tend to do is, I tend to then cut them in half, all right? So the ones I made the other night, I think I made these a bit bigger. Where I'm being on camera, not being quite as attentive to what I normally would be. Alrighty. So here you go. Here they are in these silicone cups. Can you see that, dear, in the picture? Alrighty. So then I'll just pop them in the freezer. And here is the finished product. So you can see here, they just pop nicely out of the silicone cups. They only take maybe an hour. I leave them a couple hours sometimes, and then I pop them right out. And then I freeze them so that they stay nice and firm, because they do get a little, they tend to melt. And again, they're lovely. You can put them on a nice tray. And so you'll see here I have these cut in half, and I'll cut the rest of these in half, because I tend to just like to eat half of one, and then I might have half after lunch, maybe another one after supper, or save it for the next day. Okay, and let's see. Would you like one, dear? He doesn't want one. Okay, not today. They're so good and so creamy and so rich and so decadent. So now I got my mouth full. Yeah, there you go. So that is my dark chocolate peanut butter cups. I hope you found this informative, maybe entertaining, watching me make a mess making these. And again, do check us out. Do check out our Workplace Wellness Center of Excellence channel on YouTube. And also, as I said, I will have the, they're strong. I'll have the links in the show notes of everything I talked about here and how to get the chocolate maker and the silicone cups. As well, over the next couple of months, we'll record some new My Wellness Hack episodes. And so be sure to watch them. They will be uploaded to my YouTube channel, Workplace Wellness Center of Excellence. Thank you, everyone, and enjoy, and go out and get some ingredients and enjoy. They're great, and nice and yummy. Take care. Bye.